I have arrived at my new location, and obviously, I wanted to announce that and tell you guys that. Hi, I'm Pronogo. I'm Big Caw. Big Caw returns. It's me, and I am about to do a dev stream as of right now. I'm actually live recording this at the same time, so of course you can always give yourself that dev stream ping roll in the Discord server, for which you have to join first in order to do that. If you want to be notified of when we go live, I guess you could probably put the bell icon on the channel, but who the hell does that? I just use the sub feed. I don't use the home feed. Anyway, AI aside, let's talk about what happened and what's been happening. It wouldn't take too much to notice that things have been going a little bit slow when it comes to development around here, when it comes to Cosmonarchy, when it comes to other things. So obviously I wanted to point that out, acknowledge that, and mention that the reason for it was because I was in the middle of working on getting ourselves to the new place, and it was a pretty long drive here, so that obviously complicated matters, where every time you needed to move something over there, it was going to take a long time. Obviously, the other stuff I had to do was figure out a day job to work when I'm here, so I'm going to be continuing down that road, but I already have something lined up, so there's no worry about that, but I did have to figure that out. I had to make more days at the job that I did have back at the old place so that I could pay for all this stuff. And then, obviously, I had to actually do the packing and get everything over here. So, that wasn't enough, though. I also decided to start prepping Dungeons and Dragons and Adventure for some of the chromies here, the homies. We've got Luciferius, Shambler, Three Crow, and my brother, the 4 players of that particular adventure, and we will be recording those sessions, and I'll edit the VOD together with some post-commentary, most likely. And I actually have no idea how that is supposed to be publicly consumed. I don't watch that many other campaigns. I watched an AI-generated one. Well, it was written, but it used AI-generated voiceovers from and artwork and stuff about celebrities. It's The AI Guy, I think, is the name of the guy's channel. Anyway, you can check that out on the internet if you like. It's kind of funny. But anyway, that's what kind of inspired me to think, oh, I should actually do that. And then I started binging, all of these channels about, being a good DM and all this other stuff. And, how should you prep? Should you prep anyway? What should you kind of prep? And I'm just kind of playing it by ear and just seeing where it goes. So I feel like that'll be pretty fun. But it obviously took some time that maybe I would have otherwise used for development, streams, casts, whatever. So obviously D&D prep takes some time. So that's been going on at the same time. And so that's another reason for a little bit of the slowdown. But I am back. I did say Big Caw returns at the start. After all, I am happy to tell you guys that the D&D VODs will be released publicly when they're done. But now that we're back also, we're just going to have a lot more streams, both of the public and the Coffee Donator exclusive variety. And also, obviously, we have to continue streaming the Tyrant's Tale main stage that we are in right now. We did do the first round, Mesk and myself. I did the first round recently, so I've got to go through those streams, add timestamps, and make them publicly available instead of unlisted where they defaulted to for some weird reason. And besides that, I obviously have to finish that out. So before the end of the month, you can expect the Tyrant's Tale streams to be concluding and to roll on out. And then aside from that, I would expect that the dev schedule will be a little bit wonky as things settle down IRL. I figure out what the new schedule is like for the work in the day job. But I did want to make this video, for one, to let everybody know what was going on, where I've been, what I'm doing now. Spoiler, it's work. And also, to let everybody know that I wanted to thank the community that we have here, man. We had a lot of stuff going on, but the community was very active in the Discord server. We had people running the tournament matches. I just had to ping people to say, hey, can anybody admin this stuff? And that was like when my computer was packed up and whatnot. There's no chance of me doing the adminning. So I wanted to shout out Lucy, Three Crow, Jujic, and Inozlix as the match admins that we have had, who have all chipped in over the last couple of weeks to help with that stuff. And I also wanted to shout out, obviously, the Frauderation team over there, our Frauderators, which also include Three Crow and Lucy, but also Biddy B. Shout out to him and a few others. So thanks to everybody who has been helping to keep the place running, so to speak, and also just to the average people who have been chatting, since that obviously keeps things going. And it's nice and motivating for me to see a lot of messages in the Cosmonarchy related channels, and obviously also in the general channels. Nice to see that we're still alive and kicking, despite the fact that I've been a little bit more reclused and drawn in, busy with other stuff in real life. But I'm back now, so expect more silliness, expect a lot more work, And aside from that, you can go and watch Flame Knives, which is what Alexander and Luciferius have been doing. Shout out Flame Knives. I'll probably talk a little bit more about the new place at a later point, maybe during some of these streams. You can catch me talking about that as we get settled in. And obviously the background is very rough here, so it's going to need some work, but we're going to save painting and all that stuff for way later. But yeah, that's it. GG's. We'll be back with many more development sessions and stuff. But yeah, pop on into the server if you haven't already. Definitely check out Cosmonarchy. You know, head on over to the coffee page if you want to help me recoup some of those losses that I incurred from doing all of the work and all of the moving. But besides that, just a huge thanks to the community, and we will be seeing you guys very soon for some more action. So stay tuned for them streams and them casts and them videos and all them things.